Look at that! Another day, another opportunity for Justin and I to stare at all of you fabulously steamy little wontons. Through this giant screen dividing us, of course, but I don't need to be present to know that you look ravishing, CMU.
Sid, I know I asked you to stop bullying me, but that doesn't mean you need to start flirting with the update viewers as a replacement. Maybe try just delivering the news like a normal person for once.
I never thought I'd say this, but he's right. Sorry, CMU, I'm just very sleep deprived, if I'm being honest. Instead of being productive, I stayed up all night binging Squid Games. I knew I shouldn't have done that to myself. I was one of those weird Hunger Game kids back in middle school. I'm not proud of it. I went to a Hunger Games summer camp and everything. Because, why wouldn't a 7th grader be worried about her chances of survival in a completely fictional dystopian universe? Squid Games is, unfortunately, looking like it's my new Hunger Games, CMU. Catch me walking from class to class this week unironically wearing a matching green tracksuit. Just start calling me Sue Sylvester. I already run a news show where I'm publicly mean to people. May as well get the tracksuit to morph into my final form.
Now, we don't have time to unpack all of that. I just asked you to be normal and you gave us your life story. I apologize, CMU. Sid, let's just get on with the news.
Well, excuse me for trying to make things exciting around here, everyone. You want news? Fine, I'll give you news. Newsflash, I'll just go back to bullying Justin. And I just made a brand new update segment called Just Beating Up Justin. Come here!
Ah!
Welcome back, everyone. I can assure you, I am calm and completely composed after that 5-second break. New episode, new me, baby. With that being said, let's get on with the news. It's officially November, which means we are out of spooky season, and it's now basically Christmas. Our Lord and Savior, Mariah Carey, has risen from her dormant state to tell us that all she wants for Christmas is for CMU to be updated. Who am I to deny her that wish? On Monday from 2 to 5 p.m., stop by the UC Information Desk to learn more about Dia de los Muertos and visit an altar in commemoration to loved ones who have passed away. For those who may not have heard of Dia de los Muertos before, it's Spanish for Day of the Dead. I may have almost failed Spanish 1, but I did learn that much. It's an ancient holiday celebrated annually to remember those we have lost. If that's still not ringing a bell, if you've seen the movie Coco, that's essentially what the entire plot is centered on, except there won't be any cute little ghost dogs running around the UC, sadly. It's also celebrated in the Book of Life movie, which is otherwise known as Channing Tatum's sad attempt to transition into animated movies. Stick to the step-up streets, Channing, or hey, stick to the polls too. Nobody's complaining there.
Okay. Wow. On Tuesday, join our Latino Student Alliance and Cultural Inclusion Council for another Dia de los Muertos celebration in the UC Ballroom from 7 to 8:30 p.m. There will be a mariachi band, snacks, and an altar to celebrate. Again, this is a very important holiday to Spanish culture, so even if you don't know what or how to celebrate it, it's a cool opportunity to go learn more about and listen to some great music. Besides, what else are you really doing on a Tuesday night? Also, Channing Tatum will not be present, just to make that clear. On another note, also on this Tuesday, it's the very last day to withdraw from a full semester class. Make sure if you're planning to do so to fill out the withdrawal form found online and turn it into Iris by 5 p.m. I don't know if it's just me, but honestly, I didn't even know it's still even possible to withdraw from the class this late. We're literally well past midterms, over halfway there. If you guys are truly withdrawing at this point, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you just wasted almost an entire semester, which is almost more sad than just sucking it up and failing the class. Anyways, I mean,
Wise words, Justin. Honestly, I'd agree, but I remember how I felt around this point in the semester when I had to take Spanish. Sometimes you're just that far gone, and there's no shame in that, Mavs. But do you know what isn't that far gone? The week. On Wednesday, join the Native American Student Alliance in Dominguez Hall, room 104 from 3 to 4 p.m. for a discussion about Indian boarding schools with Navajo author and poet Laura Toe. This is an awesome opportunity for anyone to get involved with with or learn more about our Native American Student Alliance, which is also known as NASA. Yes, their abbreviation is NASA. If you weren't interested before, you probably are now, because I know that you know that that's pretty metal.
On Thursday, head over to Robinson Theater for an opening night of the theater department's newest play, Room Service. The show is from 7:30 to 10 p.m. and will run through Saturday, November 6th. CMU students get in free, but please remember to reserve your tickets online in advance. Now, don't let the name fool you. I know it sounds like a play about the inner workings of a hotel run by a bald man named Mr. Mosby with high blood pressure and unaddressed abandonment issues who constantly has to deal with two young blonde boys who like trouble, a rich teenager with daddy issues, a smart girl with no name, a janitor who is a simp for the lobby singer with a Karen cut, and a bag boy with a long, comically long name. But it's not. It's just a play about a guy trying to find a play, pretty much. But I'm sure it's super exciting, whatever it is.
Instead of boring you with Friday's happenings, which are non-existent, likely because we're all recovering from Halloween still, I'll treat you to your first early Christmas present, CMU. Think of it like the first day of the 12 days of Christmas, except we still have 2 months to go, but we can sort that out later. I got you what I know you wanted most this year, another edition of our favorite campus tyrant, Dylan on Dylan. How are the streets looking today, bud?
Thanks, Sid. And to all those who keep commenting, why do they keep putting me on camera, I only have one thing to say to you. Mom, just call or text me. Please stop commenting on all the videos. It's getting hurtful at this point. Anyways, I'm here at Oktoberfest because I misheard the name and thought it was something else. But anyways, we're just going to go and ask some people some fun art questions. So have you been spray painting here?
Yeah, I just drew an alien.
How many paint fumes do I need to inhale before I start having fun doing this?
Probably a lot.
Okay, I'm already halfway there. Thank you so much. Now, do you really think they need a whole booth on print making where you could just go to Best Buy and buy yourself a printer?
Yes. Of course they need a whole booth on printmaking.
But they could just go buy a printer.
That's different than printmaking it by hand.
It has print in the name.
Right, but it's not a printer.
I don't think I understand. Please, slower. Do you think if more people got accepted to art school, World War II could have been prevented?
Okay, so with printmaking, it's a whole art form. So like they dig out all of the prints that are going on the shirts. It's not just like an automatic, like instant situation. Am I being okay? It's not an instant situation.
So how did you find wood with these exact carvings in them?
Oh, it was, we dived deep into the woods. It was a long haul. We followed a map.
How many died on the process?
Actually 4. 4 of our students died, 6 were lost, 7 injured. It was a long, long process.
There's that many people doing this?
Yeah, that many people. But
The most shocking thing about this.
survival of the fittest, you know?
It takes a lot of time, and when they hand print it themselves, that is so much more worth it than just, yeah, it's authentic. It's not just like a printer that anybody could do in 2 seconds.
Sorry, I tried calling my ex. She still blocked my number. So how are you preparing students in the art major for a future career as a Starbucks barista?
Oh boy, well, you know, I'm not doing a good job at that because we haven't been making any drinks in class.
What are you being paid for?
Maybe I'll change the assignments to barista, and yeah, I guess they could make more coffee and chai in class to get used to that.
Get them prepared for their clear future ahead of them.
Yes, exactly.
So do you think the film program should make it a requirement for students to watch Sharktopus?
I have no idea what the movie is, but yes, that sounds amazing.
I will be happy to explain. You see, scientists were able to combine the DNA of a shark and an octopus,
Oh no, they're too
making
preoccupied.
Sharktopus. Which 80s toy franchise do you think should be rebooted into a new live-action movie?
Oh, obviously Dino Riders. Come on, that's an easy one.
Why? Why is George Clooney the best Batman?
Because he is. There's no other reason to fight. There's no other option.
Do you think Val Kilmer is a strong contender?
I don't know who that is.
Leave, now. Go watch Batman Forever. They call themselves art majors.
Dino riders. You have people riding on dinosaurs with laser guns and they're in space. How is that hard to believe? It wouldn't be an awesome thing to do.
When is your show gonna end? Please.
Dino riders. It's right in the title.
So, how depressed do I have to be a good artist? Let's say like around here is like Monday blues and here is alcoholism.
You have to be disturbed. Definitely disturbed.
Just stop me when I get there.
Yeah, but keep going. Maybe there. Keep going. Yeah, that's about it. That disturbed.
Gotcha, thank you. This will be very helpful. Now I don't have to learn how to draw. Wow, I don't know about you, but I think I learned a lot about art today. Back to you in the studio, Sid.
Oh man, what a treat that was, CMU. I'm beginning to think I enjoy unleashing Dylan on unsuspecting students more than I enjoy bullying Justin. These hobbies are pretty hard for me to come by, but it's true. If you thought that was funny, you should have seen what we had to cut. Really, we're doing you a favor here. Thanks for traumatizing us all as always, Dylan.
On Saturday, our mock trial team will be hosting their first scrimmage in the UC Ballroom from 10 to 6 p.m., which will be versus Western State University's mock trial team. I won't lie to you, I've never seen a mock trial, and I absolutely don't know how a mock trial scrimmage works, but I'm willing to bet it'll get heated. I want to see some legally blonde action happen in that courtroom. Again, I don't know how that works, but it sounds right. Also on Saturday, if mock trial isn't your definition of game day, head over to Stoker Stadium around 11 for another football tailgate hosted by ASG, and for the football game at 1 p.m. This could be our last home game of the year, as we know right now. So let's show up, Mavs. The boys have been playing their hearts out and are at home at last. The game is against Mines and was Stoker's first sold-out game in years. Can we do it again? There's no I in Mavericks. Well, actually there is, but that's besides the point. We're all in this together. Wildcats. I mean Mavericks. Get your head in the game.
On Sunday, join Garfield Hall for a Christmas countdown movie night from 9 to 11 p.m. on the 4th floor B-side lounge. There will be Christmas movies and plenty of snacks, and if you honestly try telling me you don't like Christmas movies, well, you sit on a throne of lies. After all, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. So, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Grab a gallon of eggnog and a Snuggie and head on over to Garfield. Oh, God. Oh, no, not another Channing Tatum movie. I won't lie, CMU. This is really just about soccer, but I was desperately trying to fit in another Channing Tatum joke. So, brethren, do you play the beautiful game, bro? That's a She's the Man reference. Get it? Okay. On Sunday, we are hosting the RMAC soccer tournament. Games go all day, but the official times are 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. This tournament will be for the women's quarterfinals and men's semifinals. Come ready to cheer on your Mavs and get rowdy. If you don't show up, then I don't know what else to say except, when I close my eyes, I can see you for what you truly are, which is ugly.
That was so terrible. Well, CMU, we hope you enjoyed another week full of our awful jokes, some useful news, and Dylan scarring the campus. We can't wait to be back next week for more tomfoolery. Until then, I know you'll be anxiously awaiting our return, so farewell, Mavs. Have a amazing first week in November. I've been your co-host, Backwards Hat, Justin Platt.
And I'm Sydney Flotron. Just for public knowledge, I promise I don't actually hate Channing Tatum. I just needed some content this week, and for some reason he fit the bill. I hate him just as much as I hate Justin's backward hat. So until next week, keep it classy, Grand Junction, and stay updated.